The faster you chase peace, the farther away it seems to move. The more you hurry to fix your life, calm your mind, solve every problem, and become the person you think you should be, the more tired your heart becomes. But the moment you stop, the moment you take one soft breath, the moment you let your shoulders drop and say, I do not have to rush right now, something inside you begins to open. Peace does not enter through force. Peace enters through space. Peace comes when you stop running from this moment and gently return to it. Take a slow breath now. Inhale peace. Exhale the need to hurry. Let the breath be simple. You do not need to do it perfectly. You do not need to make your mind quiet all at once. Just breathe as you are. Let this one breath remind your body that it is safe to soften. Let this one breath remind your heart that it does not have to carry the whole future today. Let this one breath bring you back from all the noise, all the pressure, all the rushing thoughts, and place you here in this gentle moment. There is a quiet truth waiting for you here. The slower you move, the faster peace arrives. Not because life suddenly becomes perfect, not because every problem disappears, but because when you slow down, you stop fighting yourself. You stop pushing your own heart. You stop treating your life like a race that you are losing. You begin to notice that peace was never very far away. It was beneath the fear. It was beneath the hurry. It was beneath the thought that said, you must do more, become more, fix more, and prove more before you are allowed to rest. My dear, you are allowed to rest now. You are allowed to breathe before everything is solved. You are allowed to feel peace before the answer comes. You are allowed to be gentle with yourself even while life is still changing. So much of our pain comes from believing that peace is a reward at the end of the road. We think, when I get there, I will be calm. When I finish this, I will breathe. When everything is clear, I will relax. But life keeps giving us new roads, new tasks, new questions, new changes. If you wait for every part of life to be perfect before you allow peace, you may keep waiting. Peace is not waiting at the end. Peace begins in the way you meet this moment. So breathe now, not later. Not when the house is quiet. Not when the work is done. Not when someone understands you. Not when the future is certain. Breathe now, right here in the middle of life as it is. This breath is a doorway. It opens you to the present moment. It says to your body, we are not in danger just because life is not finished. It says to your mind, you do not need to know everything right now. It says to your heart, you can soften, you can trust, you can come home. When you rush, you often leave yourself behind. Your body is here, but your mind is already in tomorrow. Your feet are standing in this moment, but your thoughts are running toward what might go wrong, what must be done, what should have happened, what you should have said. and what you still need to become. This is why rushing feels so painful. It pulls you away from your own life. It makes the present moment feel like something to escape instead of something to live. But when you slow down even a little, you begin to gather yourself back. You begin to return to your breath, your body, your heart, your inner safety. Place your hand on your heart. Feel that gentle touch. Feel the warmth of your own hand. This is a simple way of saying to yourself, I am here with you. So many times when we are afraid, we abandon ourselves. We push ourselves harder. We speak to ourselves in a sharp way. We tell ourselves to hurry, to stop feeling, to get over it, to keep going no matter how tired we are. But your heart does not heal through pressure. Your heart heals through kindness. Your nervous system does not calm down through force. It calms down when it feels safe, and safety begins with softness. Say softly inside yourself, I slow down and peace finds me. Let those words move through your body. I slow down and peace finds me. You do not have to chase peace. You do not have to beg for it. You do not have to earn it through pain. Peace is part of your natural state. It is like the blue sky behind the clouds. Even when the clouds are heavy, the sky has not disappeared. Even when your thoughts are loud, peace has not left you. It is simply waiting for you to pause long enough to feel it again. Maybe you have been moving through life as if everything depends on how fast you can handle it. Maybe you wake up and your first thought is already a list. What must be done? Who needs you? What did you forget? What could go wrong? Maybe before your feet touch the floor, your mind has already gone 10 steps ahead. And before the day even begins, your body feels tired. This is not because you are weak. This is because you have been living in a state of inner rushing for too long. Your soul is not asking you to give up. It is asking you to slow down enough to hear it. There is wisdom in slowing down. There is strength in taking one step with awareness instead of 10 steps with fear. There is healing in breathing before you answer, pausing before you react, resting before you break, and listening before you decide. The world may praise speed, but your spirit knows the power of stillness. The world may tell you to move faster, but your body whispers, please, move gently. The world may measure progress by how much you do, but peace measures progress by how deeply you can return to yourself. Take another breath. Let it be slower than the last one. Feel how the body responds when you are not demanding anything from it. Feel how the chest opens a little. Feel how the jaw can soften. Feel how the belly can release. These small changes matter. They are signs that your body is listening. Your body is always listening to the way you speak, the way you think, the way you move, the way you hold your fear. When you rush, your body hears danger. When you breathe slowly, your body hears safety. This moment does not need to be dramatic to be healing. Sometimes healing begins in the smallest pause. One quiet breath, one soft sentence, one moment where you stop trying to carry the whole world and simply allow yourself to be held by life. You do not need a perfect room, a perfect mood, or a perfect mind. You only need willingness. Willingness to pause, willingness to soften, willingness to stop making hurry your home. Willingness to believe that peace can meet you here. Say to yourself, I am here, I am safe, I can breathe. These words are simple, but they are powerful. I am here brings you back from the future. I am safe tells your body it can stop bracing. I can breathe reminds you that life is still moving through you. Every breath is proof that you are being supported in ways you do not always see. You do not have to ask your heart to beat. You do not have to remind the air to come. Something greater is already caring for you in quiet ways. Sometimes we think peace must feel big. We imagine it as a perfect calm, a silent mind, a life with no stress. But peace often begins as a small space inside the noise. It begins as a little more room between one thought and the next. It begins as one breath that is deeper than the breath before. It begins as a softer word spoken to yourself. It begins when you stop saying, I cannot handle this, and begin saying, I can meet this moment gently. That is enough. You do not need to become fully peaceful in one breath. You only need to let one breath become peaceful inside you. There is no need to rush your peace. That may sound strange, but many people even try to hurry their healing. They say, why am I not calm yet? Why am I still afraid? Why am I still carrying this pain? Why have I not changed faster? But healing is not a race. Peace is not a task you must finish. Your heart opens in its own time. Your mind learns safety in its own way. Your body releases old fear little by little. Be patient with yourself. The flower does not shout at itself to bloom faster. It opens when the warmth reaches it. You too open in warmth, not in pressure. Let this be the new way. Instead of pushing yourself into peace, invite yourself into peace. Instead of saying, calm down, say, I am here with you. Instead of saying, stop worrying, say, it is safe to breathe. Instead of saying, why am I like this? Say, I am learning to be gentle with myself. These softer words create a softer inner world. And in that soft inner world, peace can grow. The slower you move, the more you notice. You notice the breath. You notice the body. You notice the small, tight places that have been asking for care. You notice the thoughts that are not truly helping you. You notice that some of the fear you carry belongs to yesterday, not today. You notice that this present moment may be kinder than your mind has been telling you. You notice the quiet support of life. And when you notice, you begin to receive. This is why slowing down is not doing nothing. Slowing down is coming alive to what is already here. It is not laziness. It is listening. It is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is the act of returning to your own center before the world pulls you in every direction. It is choosing not to be ruled by panic. It is choosing not to let fear set the pace of your life. It is choosing to move with life instead of against it. Breathe again. Let the breath move in like a gentle wave. Let it move out like a release. You do not have to hold so tightly. You do not have to decide everything today. You do not have to solve your whole life in this moment. You only have to be here. You only have to breathe. You only have to allow one small opening where peace can enter. There is a beautiful strength in saying, I will not rush through my own life. There is deep love in saying, I will not treat my heart like a machine. There is healing in saying, I will move at the pace of peace. Not the pace of fear, not the pace of comparison, not the pace of pressure, the pace of peace. A pace where you can breathe, a pace where you can feel your feet on the ground, a pace where you can hear your own inner voice, a pace where life is not something you survive, but something you gently live. Peace cannot be forced because peace is not created by control. Peace is created by trust. When you try to force peace, you are usually still fighting. You are fighting your thoughts. You are fighting your feelings. You are fighting the timing of life. You are fighting what has happened, what has not happened, and what might happen next. And while you are fighting, your whole body stays tense. Your breath stays shallow. Your heart stays guarded. Peace cannot enter a heart that is being treated like a battlefield. Peace comes when the fight begins to soften. It comes when you stop arguing with this moment and say, this is where I am right now, and I can meet it with love. It does not mean you like everything. It does not mean you agree with everything. It does not mean you stop growing, changing, or choosing better. It simply means you stop using fear as your main way of living. You stop believing that you must push life into place. You stop thinking that peace will only come when every outer thing obeys your plan. So many people try to control life because they want to feel safe. This is understandable. When life has felt uncertain, when plans have fallen apart, when people have disappointed you, when your heart has been tired, it can feel natural to grip tighter. You may think, if I can control every detail, nothing will hurt me. If I can plan every step, nothing will surprise me. If I can force the answer, I can finally rest. But control does not bring rest. Control often brings more fear, because the more you try to control life, the more you notice how much cannot be controlled. Peace begins when you understand this simple truth. You do not need to control everything in order to be safe. You do not need to know everything in order to breathe. You do not need to hold every outcome in your hands. Life is larger than your fear. Life is wiser than your worry. Life is moving in ways you cannot always see. When you release the need to force, you make space for support, timing, guidance, and grace. Say softly, I release the need to force peace. I allow peace to rise within me. Feel the difference in those words. Forcing feels tight. Allowing feels open. Forcing says, I must make this happen now. Allowing says, I am willing to receive what is ready to come. Forcing tries to drag the river. Allowing lets the river carry you. Forcing comes from fear. Allowing comes from trust, and trust is the soil where peace grows. You may have noticed that the more you chase calm, the more anxious you can feel. You sit down and say, "I must be peaceful now." Then a thought comes and you judge yourself. Another feeling rises and you become upset. You begin to wonder why you cannot relax. Soon you are fighting the very mind you wanted to calm. This is not peace. This is pressure wearing the mask of healing. True peace is much kinder. True peace says, "All of me is welcome here. My fear can breathe. My sadness can soften. My thoughts can pass. I do not have to fight myself to become peaceful." Nothing inside you needs to be attacked in order for peace to arrive. The worried part of you does not need your anger, it needs your comfort. The tired part of you does not need your judgment, it needs your care. The part of you that still wants to rush does not need to be shamed, it needs to be gently shown another way. You are not healing by becoming harsh with yourself. You are healing by becoming safe for yourself. Think of peace like a quiet bird. If you run toward it with loud steps and tight hands, it flies away. But if you sit still, soften your body, and open your palms, it may come close. Peace is like that. It is gentle. It is sensitive. It comes near when the inner world becomes calm enough to welcome it. This does not mean you must be perfect. It means you must be kind. Kindness is one of the fastest paths to peace. When you say, "I should be over this by now," you move away from peace. When you say, "I am allowed to heal slowly," you move toward peace. When you say, "Why can't I stop thinking?" you move away from peace. When you say, "My mind is busy because it is trying to protect me and I can guide it gently," you move toward peace. When you say, "I must fix everything today," you move away from peace. When you say, "One breath, one step, one moment," you move toward peace. Peace cannot be forced because peace is a relationship. It is a relationship with yourself. It is a relationship with life. It is a relationship with the unknown. If that relationship is built on fear, there will always be tension. But if it is built on trust, even small trust, peace begins to appear. You do not need perfect trust. You only need a little opening. You only need to say, "Maybe I do not have to fight so hard. Maybe life can help me. Maybe this moment can hold me. Maybe I can soften here." There is a deep difference between action and force. Action can come from peace. Force comes from fear. You can still take care of your life. You can still make choices. You can still speak your truth. You can still change what needs to be changed. But when you move from peace, the movement feels different. You are not attacking life. You are working with it. You are not trying to prove your worth. You are honoring your path. You are not moving because panic is chasing you. You are moving because your inner wisdom is guiding you. A peaceful life is not a life where nothing happens. It is a life where you learn how to stay connected to yourself while things happen. It is a life where you breathe before fear becomes your leader. It is a life where you pause long enough to ask, "What is the loving next step?" It is a life where you do not confuse speed with safety. It is a life where you understand that sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is stop pushing and listen. Say to yourself, I do not need to force what is meant for me. I do not need to chase peace. I allow peace to meet me here. Let those words settle. Let them become a warm hand on your heart. You may not believe them fully yet, and that is all right. Belief can grow slowly. At first, you only need to practice saying kinder things. The mind learns through repetition. The heart learns through safety. The body learns through experience. Every time you speak gently to yourself, you are teaching your whole being a new way. For many people, forcing has become a habit. You force yourself to keep going when you are tired. You force yourself to smile when you are hurting. You force yourself to have answers when you are confused. You force yourself to be strong when what you really need is support. You force yourself to move fast because you are afraid that slowing down means falling apart. But my dear, slowing down does not make you fall apart. Slowing down gives you a chance to come back together. The body knows when it is being forced. It tightens. It sends signs. The breath changes. The stomach pulls in. The shoulders rise. The jaw locks. The sleep becomes light. The thoughts become fast. These are not signs that you are failing. These are messages. Your body is saying, please come back to me. Please stop pushing so hard. Please remember that I am not here only to carry pressure. I am here to help you feel life. Peace begins when you start listening to those messages. When your body says it is tired, you do not always need to call it lazy. You can call it honest. When your heart says it is heavy, you do not need to call it weak. You can call it human. When your mind says it is afraid, you do not need to fight it. You can say, thank you for trying to protect me. We are safe enough to breathe now. This is how peace comes, not by force, but by friendship with yourself. There is a softness that changes everything. It is the softness of allowing the moment to be what it is while you choose love within it. It is the softness of unclenching your hands. It is the softness of saying, I do not know everything, but I am willing to trust the next step. It is the softness of accepting that you are not a machine. You are a living soul. You need breath. You need rest. You need kindness. You need space. You need moments where no one asks you to be anything other than present. When you stop forcing, you may feel fear at first. This is normal. The part of you that has survived by control may not trust softness right away. It may say, if I stop pushing, everything will go wrong. But gently remind yourself, pushing has not always brought me peace. Maybe softness can show me another way. You do not have to release all control at once. You can begin with one small thing. One breath you do not rush. One moment you do not fill with worry. One sentence you speak with care. One decision you let rest until your body feels clearer. Peace comes through small openings. A small opening can be enough. a little more breath, a little more patience, a little more trust, a little more space between the thought and the reaction, a little more kindness when you make a mistake, a little more willingness to let life unfold without demanding to know every detail right now. These small openings become pathways. Pathways become habits. Habits become a new way of being. Imagine holding a rope very tightly. You have held it for so long that your hands ache. You may not even remember why you first held it. You only know that letting go feels scary. But the rope is not saving you anymore. It is hurting you. The first step is not to throw it away. The first step is to loosen your grip, just a little, enough to feel the blood return to your fingers, enough to remember that you have hands, not claws, enough to understand that release can feel like relief. This is what happens when you stop forcing peace. You loosen the inner grip. You stop squeezing life so tightly. You stop squeezing yourself so tightly. You let breath return. You let warmth return. You let life move again. And often, the thing you were trying so hard to feel begins to appear naturally. Calm comes because you stop demanding it. Peace comes because you stop chasing it. Trust comes because you created room for it. Say softly, I slow down, I soften, I allow peace. Let this become a simple practice. When the day feels too full, say it. When your thoughts race, say it. When you want to force an answer, say it. When you feel behind, say it. I slow down. I soften. I allow peace. These words do not need to be loud. They do not need to be perfect. They only need it to be sincere. The world may keep moving fast around you, but you can choose a softer pace inside. You can stand in the middle of a busy day and still take one conscious breath. You can hear many demands and still speak to yourself gently. You can have things to do and still not turn your body into a place of war. Peace is not always about changing the outside first. Sometimes peace begins when the inside stops shouting. You do not have to fight life into giving you peace. Life is already offering small places of calm, the pause before the next breath, the warmth of your hand on your heart, the quiet after you exhale, the softness in your shoulders when you let go, the moment you stop blaming yourself, the moment you stop rushing the future, the moment you say, I am allowed to be here. These are not small things. These are doors. Peace cannot be forced, but it can be invited. You invite it with your breath. You invite it with your words. You invite it with your pace. You invite it when you forgive yourself for not having all the answers. You invite it when you stop treating your fear as an enemy. You invite it when you move slowly enough to feel what your soul is trying to tell you. And the more you invite peace, the more familiar it becomes. There is nothing wrong with wanting your life to feel better. There is nothing wrong with wanting answers, healing, love, safety, and rest. These desires are natural. But you do not need to hurt yourself on the way to them. You do not need to rush so hard that you miss the support already here. You do not need to force the door open when life may be guiding you to a better one. You do not need to push your heart faster than it can heal. What is truly good for you will not require you to abandon yourself. When peace is allowed, it often arrives quietly. It may not come as a sudden wave. It may come as a deeper breath. It may come as the thought, maybe I can handle this. It may come as the feeling that you can rest for 5 minutes. It may come as a little less tension in your chest. It may come as a gentle knowing that you are not alone. Notice these small signs. Thank them. Let them grow. What you notice with love becomes stronger inside you. Rushing blocks peace because rushing tells the body that this moment is not safe. Even when nothing dangerous is happening, the body listens to the speed of your thoughts, the tightness of your breath, and the pressure in your actions. When everything inside you is moving too fast, your body begins to act as if it must protect you. The muscles tighten. The breath becomes short. The mind looks for problems. The heart closes a little. Not because you are broken, but because your system is trying to keep up with the speed you are asking it to carry. When you rush, you may think you are getting ahead, but often you are only moving farther away from yourself. You may finish tasks, answer messages, make decisions, and handle many things, yet still feel empty, tired, or unsettled. This happens because peace does not come only from finishing things. Peace comes from being present with yourself while you live. If you move through the day, without breathing, without feeling, without listening, your soul begins to feel unseen. And when the soul feels unseen, life begins to feel heavy. Rushing makes the mind believe that the future is more important than the present. It says, get there, finish that, fix this, hurry up, you are late, you are behind, you are not doing enough. These thoughts create inner pressure, and pressure makes it very hard to feel peace. Peace needs room. Peace needs breath. Peace needs a moment where you are not being pushed by fear. If your mind is always leaning into the next thing, you cannot fully receive the calm that is available now. Take a breath and notice this gently. How often do you move as if you are being chased? How often do you eat without tasting, walk without feeling your feet, listen without really hearing, rest while still thinking about work, lie down while your mind runs through tomorrow? This is the quiet cost of rushing. It steals the depth from simple moments. It makes life feel like a list instead of a living experience. It turns the present into a hallway you run through on your way to somewhere else. But the present moment is not just a hallway. It is your life. This breath is life. This heartbeat is life. This small pause is life. If you are always waiting for the next moment, you miss the one that is holding you now. And peace can only be felt now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, not after everything is perfect. Now. That is why rushing blocks peace. It keeps you away from the only place where peace can be found. Your body needs signals of safety. Slow breathing is a signal. Gentle movement is a signal. Kind words are a signal. Pausing before reacting is a signal. Resting when tired is a signal. But rushing sends the opposite signal. It says, there is no time. Something is wrong. We must move faster. The body believes this message. It begins to prepare for stress. It cannot easily relax while it thinks there is danger. So if you want peace to arrive, you must begin to send your body a new message. The new message is simple. We are safe enough to slow down. Say that now. We are safe enough to slow down. You do not need to say everything is perfect. You do not need to pretend that life has no challenges. You only need to remind your body that this moment can be met gently. Safe enough is enough. Calm enough is enough. One breath is enough. Peace does not ask for perfect conditions. It asks for permission. Rushing also blocks peace because it often comes from the belief that you are behind. This belief is painful. It makes you compare your path to others. It makes you feel that you should be further along, more healed, more successful, more calm, more clear, more ready. But your life is not running on someone else's clock. Your healing has its own rhythm. Your growth has its own season. Your answers have their own time. You are not behind your soul. You are not late for your own life. You are learning, becoming, opening, and returning in the way that is right for you. When you believe you are behind, you treat the present moment like an enemy. You think it should be different. You think you could be different. You think life should have moved faster by now. This creates resistance, and resistance creates tension. But when you say, I am where I am, and I can meet this place with love, the tension begins to soften. You may still desire change, but you are no longer attacking the place where you stand. This is important. Peace cannot grow in self-attack. Peace grows in acceptance. Acceptance does not mean you stop caring. It does not mean you stop dreaming. It does not mean you stay in places that hurt you. Acceptance means you stop fighting reality long enough to choose your next step with a clear heart. When you rush, you often react from fear. When you slow down, you can respond from wisdom. A reaction may be fast, but it is not always true. A response may take a breath, but it is often kinder and stronger. Many times, rushing is not really about time. It is about fear. Fear of missing out. Fear of being judged. Fear of failing. Fear of disappointing someone. Fear of not being enough. Fear that if you pause, you will fall apart. Fear that if you rest, you will lose everything. But fear is not the same as truth. Fear speaks loudly, but that does not mean it is wise. Peace speaks softly, but that does not mean it is weak. When fear tells you to rush, place your hand on your heart and ask, what am I afraid will happen if I slow down? Let the answer come gently. Maybe you are afraid you will be seen as lazy. Maybe you are afraid you will not catch up. Maybe you are afraid your feelings will rise if you stop moving. Maybe you are afraid you will realize how tired you are. Whatever comes, meet it with kindness. Do not shame the fear. Fear softens when it is heard. It grows louder when it is ignored or judged. Say softly, I hear my fear and I choose to breathe. This is a powerful sentence. It does not deny fear. It does not fight fear. It simply places breath beside fear, and breath brings space. In that space, peace can begin to return. You may still feel the fear, but you are no longer completely ruled by it. You have created a gentle pause, and a pause can change everything. Rushing blocks peace because it makes you live from the head alone. The head plans, thinks, compares, remembers, and imagines. These are useful things, but they are not the whole of you. You also have a heart that feels. You have a body that knows. You have an inner voice that speaks quietly. When you rush, the loud mind takes over, and the softer wisdom is harder to hear. But when you slow down, the heart can speak, the body can guide, the inner voice can rise. Have you ever noticed that the best answers often come when you stop trying so hard? Maybe in the shower, during a walk, while breathing quietly, or after finally letting a problem rest. This is because the mind becomes more open when it is not being squeezed. Force can make the mind narrow. Peace makes the mind wider. Rushing says, find the answer now. Slowing down says, let the answer come when there is space. And often, space is exactly what the answer needs. There is a simple practice that can help. Before you move into the next thing, breathe on, see. Before you answer a question, breathe once. Before you check your phone, breathe once. Before you speak harshly to yourself, breathe once. Before you make a choice from fear, breathe once. This one breath may seem small, but it is a bridge. It carries you from reaction to awareness. It gives peace a chance to enter before fear takes control. Say, before I hurry, I breathe. Before I worry, I breathe. Before I choose, I breathe. Let this become a rhythm. You do not need to change your whole life in one day. Begin with one breath before one action. This is how a new way begins. Small, steady, gentle. The slower you practice, the deeper it goes. Rushing can also block gratitude. When you move too fast, you may pass by many blessings without feeling them. The warmth of morning light, the taste of water, the comfort of a clean breath, the kindness in a small word, the relief of sitting down, the quiet beauty of being alive. These may seem simple, but they are not small. They are pieces of peace. But rushing makes the mind say, not enough, keep going, more is needed. Gratitude says, this moment has something to give me. And when gratitude enters, peace enters with it. You do not need to wait for big blessings to feel grateful. You can begin with what is already here. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for this pause. Thank you for this body that has carried me. Thank you for this heart that is still willing to open. Thank you for the chance to begin again. Gratitude slows the inner rush because it brings attention back to the present. It says, "Look, something good is here too." The mind that rushes often focuses on what is missing, what is not done, what has not arrived, what could go wrong, what still needs to change. This creates a feeling of lack. And when you feel lack, you rush harder. But when you slow down and notice what is already supporting you, the body begins to relax, the heart begins to trust. The mind begins to understand that life is not only a problem to solve, life is also a gift to receive. Peace arrives faster when you stop making it wait behind every task. You can wash a dish with peace. You can walk with peace. You can answer a message with peace. You can work with peace. You can plan with peace. Peace is not only for quiet rooms and perfect days. Peace is a way of being with yourself in whatever you are doing, but you must slow down enough to let it join you. This does not mean you must move slowly all the time. It means you stop letting inner panic drive every movement. You can be active and still be peaceful. You can be focused and still be gentle. You can have responsibilities and still breathe. The real question is not only how fast your body is moving. The deeper question is what energy is moving you. Are you being moved by fear, or are you being guided by calm? Are you trying to escape the moment, or are you living it with care? When you rush, you may believe that peace will come after you get control, but often control keeps peace away. You check, plan, repeat, worry, and still the mind says, "What if?" The mind can always create another what if. This is why peace cannot depend on answering every fear. There will always be another fear if fear is in charge. Peace comes when you stop letting every what if become your master. You can hear the thought and still return to the breath. Say, "Even if I do not know, I can breathe. Even if I feel unsure, I can soften. Even if life is changing, I can be kind to myself." These words help the body feel held. They do not promise that everything will happen exactly as you want. They offer something deeper. They remind you that you can stay connected to yourself while life unfolds. That connection is peace. Rushing can make you forget that you are allowed to be human. Humans need rest. Humans need time. Humans need comfort. Humans need quiet. Humans need love. You are not here to be a perfect machine. You are not here to produce, solve, please, and carry until there is nothing left inside you. You are here to live, to feel, to learn, to give, to receive, to heal, and to grow. A human life needs breath. Without breath, even the most successful day feels empty. So when you notice yourself rushing, do not judge yourself. Judging yourself is just another form of pressure. Instead, gently say, "I see that I am rushing. I can slow down now." This is awareness. Awareness is healing. The moment you notice, you are no longer fully lost in the pattern. You have stepped back enough to choose. That choice may be small, but it is powerful. Maybe you slow your walking. Maybe you take a deeper breath. Maybe you lower your shoulders. Maybe you drink water with attention. Maybe you speak more softly. Maybe you decide not to answer from stress. Maybe you remind yourself there is enough time for this moment. These are simple acts, but they tell the body we are not living in danger. We are learning peace. There is enough time for this breath. There is enough time to soften your face. There is enough time to unclench your hands. There is enough time to come back to yourself. Even on a busy day, there is enough time for one conscious moment. And one conscious moment can change the whole feeling of the day. It can stop the mind from running too far. It can bring the heart back into the body. It can remind you that you are not only a person with tasks, you are a soul with a need for peace. The more you rush, the more life feels like it is pushing back. The more you slow down, the more life begins to feel like it is meeting you. This does not mean everything becomes easy. It means you become more present, and presence changes how you experience everything. A problem held in panic feels heavy. The same problem held with breath feels more possible. A delay held in fear feels like punishment. The same delay held with trust may feel like protection. A quiet moment held with worry feels empty. The same quiet moment held with gratitude feels full. This is the power of slowing down. It changes the meaning of the moment. It gives your heart a chance to see with softer eyes. It gives your mind a chance to stop turning every unknown into danger. It gives your body a chance to feel that it is not being dragged through life. It gives peace a place to land. Say softly, I do not need to rush to be safe. I do not need to hurry to be worthy. I do not need to prove my value through stress. I move at the pace of peace. Let these words be simple and steady. I move at the pace of peace. Let them become a new inner path. You may forget and rush again. That is all right. Each time you remember, return. Each return is healing. Each return teaches the body that peace is not gone. It is waiting in the breath. Rushing blocks peace because it makes you believe that life is always somewhere else. But life is here. Love can meet you here. Healing can begin here. Calm can touch you here. You do not need to reach a perfect future before you are allowed to breathe. You do not need to become someone else before peace can arrive. You can begin as you are with what you have in this moment. Take one more slow breath. Let it enter gently. Let it leave gently. Notice that you did not have to force it. The breath came, the breath went. Life moved through you. This is a quiet lesson. So much of life knows how to move when we stop gripping it. So much inside us knows how to soften when we stop shouting at it. So much peace is ready to arrive when we stop running past the doorway. The next time your mind says hurry, pause and ask, is fear leading me or is love guiding me? If fear is leading, breathe. If pressure is pushing, soften. If your body is tight, listen. You can still take action, but let it come from a kinder place. Let it come from the part of you that trusts one step at a time. Let it come from the part of you that knows you are not behind. Let it come from the part of you that remembers peace is not reached by running away from now. Peace is found by entering now with a softer heart. One breath can change the direction of your whole day. One breath can bring you back from the fear in your mind to the safety in your body. One breath can remind you that you are not living in all the things that might happen. You are living here. You are living now. You are living in this single moment where your feet can touch the ground, your heart can soften, and your body can remember that it does not have to run. So take one slow breath, not because everything is fixed, not because every answer has come, not because life is perfect. Take one slow breath because you are worthy of peace even while life is still unfolding. Breathe in slowly and let your body receive the air like a gift. Breathe out gently and let go of one small piece of pressure. You do not have to release everything all at once. You do not have to become calm in one moment. You do not have to make your mind completely silent. Just let this breath be enough. This one breath is not asking you to perform. It is not asking you to be better. It is not asking you to become someone new. It is only inviting you to come home to yourself. There is a quiet power in a single breath because the breath always belongs to the present moment. You cannot breathe yesterday. You cannot breathe tomorrow. You can only breathe now. This is why the breath is so healing. It brings you out of old PC, and future fear. It takes your hand and gently says, "Come back here. This is where life is happening. This is where peace can meet you." When the mind is racing, the breath becomes a doorway. When the heart is heavy, the breath becomes a friend. When the body feels tight, the breath becomes a soft place to begin again. You may have spent so much time trying to think your way into peace. You may have tried to solve every feeling, understand every fear, plan every detail, and control every result. But peace does not always come through thinking. Sometimes peace comes when you stop thinking so hard and simply breathe. The mind can argue for hours. The breath does not argue. The mind can create 1,000 stories. The breath brings you back to what is real. The mind may say, "What if everything goes wrong?" The breath says, "Right now, you are here." The mind may say, "You are behind." The breath says, "This moment is enough." The mind may say, "You must hurry." The breath says, "Slow down, you are safe." There is nothing too small about this practice. A single breath taken with love can soften a moment that was becoming hard. It can stop a sharp word before it leaves your mouth. It can slow a fearful choice before it becomes action. It can give your heart time to speak before worry takes over. It can remind you that you are more than your thoughts. You are more than your stress. You are more than the problem in front of you. You are a living soul, and life is still moving through you. Say softly, I am here, I am safe, I can breathe. Let each sentence become a resting place. I am here. This brings you back from the future. I am safe. This tells your body it can soften. I can breathe. This reminds you that peace is still possible. These words are simple, but the heart understands simple things. The body understands gentle things. The soul does not need hard words. The soul needs truth spoken with love. When you are overwhelmed, your mind may tell you that you need a big answer, but many times what you need first is a breath. You may not be ready to solve everything, but you can breathe. You may not be ready to forgive everything, but you can breathe. You may not be ready to understand why something happened, but you can breathe. You may not be ready to know the next 10 steps, but you can breathe through the one step in front of you. And sometimes, after one breath, the next breath becomes easier, and after that, the next choice becomes clearer. Do not underestimate the gentle strength of breathing slowly. When you breathe with care, you are teaching your body a new message. You are saying, we are not in danger just because life is uncertain. You are saying, we do not have to rush just because there is something to do. You are saying, we can meet this moment without leaving ourselves. The body listens to these messages. Little by little, it begins to trust them. Little by little, the tight places soften. Little by little, the inner noise becomes less sharp. Imagine that your breath is like a warm light moving through you. As you breathe in, the light enters your chest. As you breathe out, the light moves through your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your stomach, your legs, your feet. It is not forcing anything. It is simply touching each place with kindness. It is saying to every part of you, you are allowed to relax. You are allowed to be held. You are allowed to stop bracing. Let the breath move this way, slowly, softly, without demand. Your breath is always with you. It is with you in the morning before the day begins. It is with you when you feel unsure. It is with you when you are waiting for an answer. It is with you when you are working, walking, sitting, resting, healing, or starting over. This means peace is never completely out of reach. The doorway is always near. You do not need to travel far to find it. You only need to pause and enter through the breath. So many people search for peace outside themselves. They wait for someone to say the right words. They wait for life to become easier. They wait for the future to prove that everything will be okay. But the breath offers a different way. It says, do not wait to begin feeling safe. Begin now. This does not mean you ignore your life. It does not mean you pretend there is no pain. It means you stop making your peace depend only on things you cannot control. You begin where you do have power. You begin with the breath. There is great power in beginning small. The mind often wants big changes, fast healing, quick answers, and perfect peace. but the soul grows in gentle steps. One breath, one pause, one kind word, one softer thought, one moment of not rushing. This is how peace becomes real. It is not always a sudden change. It is often a slow return. Each breath is a return. Each breath says, I choose to come back to myself again. Take another breath now and let it be slower. Let the inhale be easy. Let the exhale be complete. You may notice that when you breathe out fully, something inside you lets go. The exhale is a small act of trust. It says, I do not need to hold this air forever. I can release, and more will come. Life teaches through the breath. You receive and you release. You take in and you let go. You do not need to grip. You do not need to force. The next breath comes in its own time. This is a beautiful lesson for life. You do not have to hold every worry forever. You do not have to carry every old story forever. You do not have to grip every plan so tightly. You can receive what is here. You can release what is finished. You can trust that more good will come. Just as the breath comes again, life continues to offer support. It may not always come in the form you expect, but it comes. A new thought comes. A new moment comes. A new strength comes. A new opening comes. When your mind is loud, return to the words, this breath is enough. Not because your dreams are small, not because your life does not matter, but because peace begins when you stop demanding that this moment become more than it is. This breath is enough for now. This pause is enough for now. This small softness is enough for now. And from enoughness, your next step becomes calmer. A rushed mind says, more, faster now. A peaceful heart says, here, gently, one breath. The rushed mind is always reaching. The peaceful heart is always returning. The rushed mind believes peace is far away. The peaceful heart knows peace begins within. You do not need to fight the rushed mind. You only need to guide it kindly. When it runs, breathe. When it worries, breathe. When it demands, breathe. When it says you are not doing enough, breathe and remind yourself, I am doing the sacred work of coming back to peace. Sometimes one breath will not make everything feel better right away. That is okay. Do not use the breath as another way to judge yourself. Do not say, I breathed, but I am still anxious, so I failed. No, my dear. Breathing is not a test. It is a practice. It is an act of care. Even if your fear is still there, the breath has still helped. Even if your thoughts are still moving, the breath has still created a little space. Even if your heart still feels heavy, the breath has still told your body, I am here with you. Peace grows when it is practiced with patience. You would not plant a seed and become angry because it does not become a tree in one day. You would water it, give it light, and trust its quiet process. Your breath is like that water. Each slow breath waters the seed of peace inside you. At first, you may not see much, but something is happening beneath the surface. Something is softening. Something is opening. Something is learning that calm is safe. Let your breath become a place of kindness. When you breathe in, say, I receive peace. When you breathe out, say, I release pressure. Inhale, I receive peace. Exhale, I release pressure. You can do this anywhere. You can do this when you wake up. You can do this before sleep. You can do this before a difficult conversation. You can do this when you feel the old rush returning. These words are simple enough for the mind to follow and gentle enough for the heart to believe. The more you breathe this way, the more you create a new inner rhythm. Instead of panic being the first response, breath becomes the first response. Instead of rushing into fear, you pause into awareness. Instead of letting the outside world decide your pace, you let your inner peace guide you. This is not easy every time, but it is possible. And every time you remember, you strengthen the path back to calm. There will be moments when you forget. There will be moments when you rush again, worry again, tighten again, react again. Do not turn those moments into proof that you are not healing. They are not proof of failure. They are invitations to return. The breath is always waiting. It does not punish you for forgetting. It simply welcomes you back. Again and again it says, come home, come back, begin again. So take this breath as a new beginning. Let it be simple. Let it be honest. Let it be enough. You do not need to know how the whole path will unfold. You do not need to understand every feeling inside you. You do not need to become perfectly peaceful before you can receive peace. You only need to breathe now. This breath is the place where the rushing slows. This breath is the place where the heart opens. This breath is the place where peace begins to arrive. Moving slowly is not weakness. Moving slowly is wisdom. It is the quiet wisdom of a soul that no longer wants to be ruled by fear. It is the deep wisdom of a heart that knows rushing does not always mean progress. Sometimes rushing only means you are scared. Sometimes rushing only means you are trying to escape a feeling. Sometimes rushing only means you have forgotten that life can be trusted one step at a time. So when you choose to slow down, you are not giving up. You are choosing to move with awareness, with love, and with peace. The world may tell you that faster is better. Faster answers, faster success, faster healing, faster results, faster change. But your soul does not speak the language of hurry. Your soul speaks through peace. Your soul speaks through gentle knowing. Your soul speaks through the quiet feeling that rises when you stop pushing and begin listening. The world may ask, how much did you do today? But your soul asks, were you kind to yourself today? Did you breathe today? Did you hear your heart today? Did you move in a way that honored your peace? There is nothing weak about honoring your peace. It takes strength to slow down in a world that rewards rushing. It takes courage to rest when your old fear says you must keep proving yourself. It takes trust to pause before reacting. It takes self-love to say, I will not harm my body just to meet someone else's pace. It takes wisdom to understand that your worth is not measured by how tired you are. You do not become more valuable by becoming more exhausted. You do not become more loved by abandoning your own needs. Say softly, I am allowed to move at the pace of peace. Let those words sink into you. I am allowed to move at the pace of peace. This means your life does not have to be driven by panic. Your choices do not have to be made from pressure. Your healing does not have to follow someone else's timeline. Your growth does not have to be rushed to be real. You are allowed to take the next step slowly. You are allowed to listen before you move. You are allowed to breathe before you decide. You are allowed to be gentle and still be strong. Many people confuse slowness with failure because they have been taught to fear stillness. They feel guilty when they rest. They feel nervous when they are not busy. They feel behind when they move with care. But stillness is not empty. Stillness is where you hear yourself again. Stillness is where the body repairs. Stillness is where the mind clears. Stillness is where the heart remembers what matters. A life with no stillness becomes loud inside. A heart with no rest becomes heavy. A body with no pause begins to whisper, then speak, then cry for care. Moving slowly gives you the chance to hear those whispers before they become pain. It lets you notice when your shoulders are tight. It lets you notice when your words are becoming sharp. It lets you notice when your mind is carrying too many fears. It lets you notice when you are saying yes with your mouth while your whole body is saying no. This noticing is not weakness. It is protective. It is love. It is the beginning of living in a kinder way. You are not a machine. You are not here to move through life without feeling. You are not here to perform calm while your body is full of stress. You are not here to push through every sign of tiredness and call it strength. True strength includes tenderness. True strength knows when to act and when to rest. True strength knows when to speak and when to breathe. True strength does not punish the body for being human. True strength cares for the body because it understands that the body is sacred. Think of how gently nature moves when it creates something beautiful. A flower does not bloom by force. A tree does not grow by panic. The moon does not hurry across the sky to prove its worth. The seasons do not apologize for taking their time. Everything sacred has a rhythm. Everything alive needs time. You are alive. You are sacred too. Why would your healing be different? Why would your peace need to be rushed? Why would your heart open faster just because fear demands it? The slower you move, the more honest you become. When you rush, it is easy to ignore what you feel. It is easy to stay busy so you do not have to listen. It is easy to keep moving. So you do not have to face the sadness, the fear, the longing, or the truth inside you. But when you slow down, the heart begins to speak. It may say, I am tired. It may say, I need care. It may say, this path no longer feels right. It may say, I want peace more than approval. Listening to that voice is not weakness, it is freedom. Sometimes people rush because they are trying to become worthy. They think, if I do more, maybe I will be enough. If I achieve more, maybe I will be seen. If I help everyone, maybe I will be loved. If I never stop, maybe I will not be left behind. But worthiness cannot be earned through exhaustion. Worthiness is already within you. You do not have to run toward it. You do not have to prove it. You do not have to trade your peace for it. You were worthy before you achieved anything. You are worthy while you rest. You are worthy while you heal. You are worthy while you are still learning. Say, I do not have to hurry to be enough. Let that sentence touch the part of you that has been trying so hard. I do not have to hurry to be enough. You are enough when you move slowly. You are enough when you need time. You are enough when you do not have all the answers. You are enough when your healing is messy. You are enough when your heart needs quiet. You are enough now. Moving slowly can feel uncomfortable at first because it may bring up old beliefs. You may hear an inner voice say, you should be doing more. You may feel guilt when you pause. You may feel fear when you choose peace over pressure. Do not judge this. These are old patterns rising to be healed. They are not the truth of who you are. They are habits your mind learned when it believed safety came from doing more and more. You can thank those habits for trying to protect you and then gently choose another way. The new way is softer. The new way says, I can be responsible without being cruel to myself. The new way says, I can care about my life without rushing through it. The new way says, I can move forward and still breathe. The new way says, I can trust that one peaceful step is better than 10 steps taken in fear. This new way may feel slow, but it is deeply powerful. Because when you move from peace, your steps become clearer. You waste less energy fighting yourself. You make choices that are more honest. You stop saying yes to things that drain you. You stop chasing what is not meant for you. You begin to walk in alignment. Alignment does not always feel fast, but it feels true. It feels like your body and soul are moving together. It feels like your actions are not betraying your heart. It feels like you can breathe while you grow. This is the kind of progress that brings peace, not progress that leaves you empty, not progress that makes your body feel like a stranger, not progress that wins the world but loses the self. Real progress brings you closer to love, closer to truth, closer to calm, closer to the life that feels right within you. Moving slowly also helps you make better choices. When you rush, fear often chooses for you. Fear says yes too quickly. Fear says no too harshly. Fear imagines the worst. Fear tries to control the future. But when you slow down, you give wisdom time to enter. You may see something you missed. You may feel the truth in your body. You may notice that the urgent thing is not as urgent as it first seemed. You may hear the quiet voice that says, wait, breathe, choose from love. This is why a pause can be holy. A pause can protect you from words you do not mean. A pause can protect you from choices made only to please others. A pause can protect you from repeating old patterns. A pause can open the door to a wiser response. The world may not always understand your pause, but your soul will. Your nervous system will. Your future self will. Sometimes the most loving answer begins with a breath. Do not be ashamed of needing time. Time to think, time to feel, time to heal, time to understand, time to rest, time to grow. The need for time is not a flaw. It is part of being alive. You would not shame a seed for needing soil. You would not shame the dawn for arriving slowly. You would not shame a wound for needing care. Give yourself the same mercy. You are not late. You are unfolding. Say softly, I am unfolding in the right time. These words can become a blanket for the heart. I am unfolding in the right time. Your path may not look like someone else's path. Your pace may not match someone else's pace. Your healing may not follow the schedule your mind wanted. But something sacred is still happening. You are learning to trust yourself. You are learning to live from peace instead of fear. You are learning to move in a way that does not abandon your heart. There is no need to shame yourself for the years you rushed. You did what you knew. You survived the way you could. You pushed because you thought you had to. You hurried because you thought peace was somewhere ahead. You tried to control because you wanted to feel safe. But now you are learning something new. You are learning that peace is not ahead of you. Peace is within you, and slowing down helps you feel it again. Let the past be gentle now. Do not use your past rushing as another reason to rush your healing. Do not say, I wasted so much time, so now I must hurry even more. No, my dear, that only continues the same pain. Instead say, I have rushed enough, now I choose peace. This is a beautiful turning point. This is the moment the inner race begins to end. This is the moment you stop chasing your life and begin living it. Moving slowly does not mean you stop caring about your dreams. It means you stop sacrificing your peace to reach them. It means you allow your dreams to grow from a healthy place. It means you take steps that feel honest, steady, and kind. It means you understand that what is meant for you does not require you to destroy yourself to receive it. What is truly aligned with your soul will respect your peace. It may challenge you, yes. It may ask you to grow, yes, but it will not ask you to abandon yourself. There is a deep calm that comes when you stop trying to outrun your own heart. You begin to wake up differently. You begin to move differently. You begin to speak to yourself differently. You begin to notice that many things can wait for one breath. Many worries can soften for one moment. Many fears do not need to be obeyed right away. You become less available to panic. You become more available to grace. Grace often meets us in slowness. It meets us when we pause long enough to notice the small good. It meets us when we stop forcing the answer and allow clarity to rise. It meets us when we take our hand off the closed door and trust that another door may open. It meets us when we stop calling ourselves behind and begin calling ourselves guided. Grace does not shout, it whispers. Slowing down helps you hear it. Take a gentle breath and say, I am not falling behind. I am returning to myself. Let that truth settle into the places that have felt rushed. You are not falling behind. You are returning to yourself. Every time you choose breath over panic, you return. Every time you choose softness over self-attack, you return. Every time you move at the pace of peace, you return. And returning to yourself is one of the greatest forms of healing. Peace moves like water. It does not need to fight everything in its path. It does not shout to prove its strength. It does not hurry to show that it is powerful. Water moves gently, but it can shape stone over time. Water bends, flows, softens, cleanses, and continues. It teaches us that true strength does not always look hard. Sometimes true strength looks soft. Sometimes true strength looks patient. Sometimes true strength looks like flowing around what cannot be moved instead of breaking yourself against it. Think of a quiet river. It does not rush in panic, yet it always moves forward. It does not stop being a river because there are stones in the way. It does not hate the bend in the path. It does not argue with the land. It simply flows around the rocks, through the valleys, beneath the sunlight, under the rain. It trusts its own movement. It trusts the pull that guides it. It trusts that every turn is still part of the journey. You can live this way too. You can learn to move like water. You can stop fighting every delay, every change, every unknown, every closed door, every feeling that does not fit your plan. You can breathe and ask, how can I flow here? Not, how can I force this? Not, how can I control every part of this? But how can I soften and still keep moving? This question opens the heart. It gives your mind a kinder path. It reminds your body that life does not have to be a battle. Say softly, I move gently, and life carries me. Let those words feel like water moving through your chest. I move gently, and life carries me. You do not have to carry everything alone. You do not have to push the river. You do not have to drag life into place. There is a current of support moving beneath you. You may not always see it, but you can learn to feel it. It is in the breath that comes without force. It is in the answer that arrives after you rest. It is in the strength that rises when you thought you had none. It is in the peace that returns when you stop gripping so tightly. Water teaches us that softness is not weakness. A river does not become weak because it bends. It bends because it is wise. It knows how to continue without needing every path to be straight. Many people suffer because they believe life must move in a straight line. They think peace will come only if the plan happens exactly as expected. But life often moves in curves. Healing moves in curves. Growth moves in curves. Love moves in curves. The path to peace is not always direct, but it is still sacred. When life bends, you do not have to break. You can bend too. When a plan changes, you can breathe. When an answer takes longer, you can soften. When a door closes, you can pause before calling it failure. Maybe it is direction. Maybe it is protection. Maybe it is life turning you toward another way. The river does not know every mile ahead, yet it keeps moving. You do not need to know every detail of your future to trust this step. Rushing is like trying to force the river to move faster by shouting at it. It does not help. It only makes you tired. Control is like standing in the middle of the water and trying to hold back the current with your hands. It cannot be done for long. Soon your arms ache, your body trembles, your heart feels worn out. But when you stop fighting the current and let yourself float, you begin to feel that the water was never your enemy. It was trying to carry you. Life is like that. Sometimes what you resist most is the very thing trying to guide you. You resist rest, but rest may be healing you. You resist waiting, but waiting may be preparing you. You resist change, but change may be freeing you. You resist silence, but silence may be helping you hear your soul. You resist slowing down, but slowing down may be the door through which peace enters. The current is not always punishment. Sometimes it is grace. Imagine placing your hands into a quiet stream. Feel the cool water moving over your fingers. You do not need to grab it. You cannot hold it by force. If you clench your hands, the water slips away. But if you open your palms, you can feel it. This is how peace works. You cannot hold peace with a tight mind. You cannot receive peace through clenched fear. You feel peace when you open. You feel peace when you allow. You feel peace when you stop trying to own the moment and begin to experience it. Say, I open my hands. I open my heart. I allow peace to flow. Let the words be easy. Do not force yourself to feel them. Simply offer them. The river does not demand. It invites. Peace is the same. It does not demand perfection from you. It invites softness. It invites space. It invites your willingness to stop fighting yourself. There will always be stones in the river. There will always be things that do not move as quickly as you wish. There will always be people you cannot control, outcomes you cannot force, and questions you cannot answer right away. A peaceful life is not a life without stones. It is a life where you learn how to flow around them. It is a life where you stop letting every stone become proof that something is wrong. Sometimes the stone is part of the song of the river. Sometimes the obstacle shapes the flow in a new and beautiful way. Think about the sound of water moving over stones. That sound exists because something is in the way. Without the stones, the river would sound different. In the same way, some of the peace you are learning now has come through the very things you did not choose. The delay taught you patience. The change taught you trust. The loss taught you tenderness. The uncertainty taught you to breathe. This does not mean pain is easy. It means life can still bring wisdom through it. It means even the hard places can become part of your healing sound. When you move like water, you stop asking every moment to be easy before you allow peace. You begin to bring peace with you into the unknown, into the waiting, into the work, into the conversation, into the change, into the healing. You stop saying, "I will be peaceful," when life becomes smooth. You begin saying, "I can bring softness even here." This is a powerful shift. This means the outside world is no longer the only keeper of your peace. Water also teaches patience. A river does not carve a canyon in one day. It does its work slowly, faithfully, constantly, drop by drop, day by day, year by year. This is how deep change happens, not through one moment of pressure, but through steady, gentle practice. One breath today, one kind word tomorrow, one slower choice, one softer thought, one moment of trust. These may seem small, but over time, they shape the inner world. Over time, they create a new path inside you. Do not be discouraged by small steps. Water is made of small drops, and yet it can become a river, a lake, an ocean. Your small breaths matter. Your small pauses matter. Your small acts of self-kindness matter. Your small choices to stop rushing matter. They gather, they build, they become a current. One day, you may look back and realize that peace did not arrive all at once. It arrived through many small moments where you chose not to abandon yourself. Say softly, "Small steps are still sacred." Let that truth comfort you. Small steps are still sacred. A slow morning can be sacred. A deep breath can be sacred. A gentle no can be sacred. A quiet yes can be sacred. Rest can be sacred. Waiting can be sacred. Beginning again can be sacred. You do not need to make your healing look impressive. You only need to make it honest. When water meets a hard place, it does not become hard in return. This is one of its greatest teachings. It stays true to itself. It remains water. It keeps its nature. Can you do this too? When life feels hard, can you stay kind? When someone else is rushed, can you stay connected to your breath? When fear rises, can you keep a soft place inside? This does not mean you let life harm you. This does not mean you do not protect yourself. Water can be gentle, but water can also be powerful. It moves with truth. It does not lose itself. You can be gentle and still have boundaries. You can be peaceful and still say no. You can move slowly and still move forward. You can trust life and still take action. Flow does not mean doing nothing. Flow means moving without inner violence. Flow means taking the next step without hating where you are. Flow means allowing guidance to join your effort. Flow means remembering that peace is not passive. Peace is a living strength. When you are not sure what to do, ask yourself, what would water do? Maybe water would pause. Maybe water would find another way. Maybe water would soften the hard edge with time. Maybe water would stop pushing against the closed place and move toward the open one. Maybe water would trust the pull it feels deep within. This simple question can help you stop forcing and start listening. There is a natural current within you. It is the quiet sense of what feels true. It is the small pull toward rest when you are tired. It is the inner yes that feels warm and open. It is the inner no that feels heavy and tight. It is the calm knowing that does not need to shout. When you rush, this current is hard to feel. When you slow down, you begin to sense it again. You begin to trust the way your body speaks. You begin to trust the way peace guides. The river does not ask for permission to be a river. It does not compare itself to the mountain. It does not wish it were the sky. It follows its own nature. You too have your own nature. Your path may not look like another person's path. Your pace may not match another person's pace. Your peace may come through quiet steps that others do not understand. Let that be all right. You do not have to explain your slower rhythm to everyone. You only have to honor it. Sometimes the most peaceful thing you can do is stop copying the speed of the world around you. Other people may rush, but you can breathe. Other people may panic, but you can pause. Other people may push, but you can listen. This is not separation. This is inner leadership. You are allowing peace to lead your life. And when peace leads, everything feels different. Even action feels softer. Even change feels more supported. Even uncertainty feels less lonely. Say, I trust the gentle current of my life. Let this be a new affirmation. I trust the gentle current of my life. The word gentle matters. You do not need to be pushed by crisis to grow. You do not need to be forced by fear to change. You can be guided by peace. You can be moved by love. You can be led by quiet wisdom. Let life be gentle with you by becoming gentle with yourself. Water cleanses. It washes away what is no longer needed. In the same way, peace can wash through the mind and clear old fear, old pressure, old stories of being behind. Each slow breath is like a small stream moving through you. It clears a little worry. It softens a little tension. It refreshes a tired place. Let peace wash through you now. Let it move through the places where you have been gripping. Let it touch the part of you that thought rushing was the only way. Let it remind you that there is another path. This other path is not loud. It is not harsh. It is not built on fear. It is the path of the quiet river. It is the path of steady breath. It is the path of one peaceful step. On this path, You do not need to force yourself to become calm. You allow calm to return. You do not need to fight every stone. You learn to flow. You do not need to see the whole river. You trust the next bend. Take a slow breath and imagine your life as a river of light. It is moving at the perfect pace, not too fast, not too slow. It knows when to turn. It knows when to rest in a quiet pool. It knows when to move forward. It knows how to carry what belongs and release what does not. You are part of this river. You are not separate from the wisdom of life. You are held within it. Say softly, I do not push the river. I trust the flow. Let this sentence settle deep inside you. I do not push the river. I trust the flow. You may need to repeat it many times. Repeat it when you feel impatient. Repeat it when you want to force an answer. Repeat it when you feel behind. Repeat it when your mind wants to turn life into a race again. The river is not racing. The river is flowing, and it still arrives. The peace you want may not come from moving faster. It may come from moving more truly, more gently, more honestly, more in rhythm with your heart. It may come when you stop fighting the stones and start listening to the water. It may come when you stop asking life to become straight and begin trusting the sacred curves. It may come when you stop gripping the moment and finally let yourself be carried by the quiet current that has been beneath you all along. Close your eyes for a moment or simply soften your gaze. Let the outside world become quiet for a little while. You do not need to push anything away. You do not need to fight your thoughts. Just allow yourself to become still enough to feel the gentle space inside you. Take a slow breath in and let it move through your body like warm light. Breathe out and let your shoulders drop. In this moment, nothing is asking you to hurry. Nothing is asking you to prove yourself. Nothing is asking you to carry tomorrow. You are here, and here is enough. Imagine yourself walking slowly into a quiet garden. The air is soft. The light is warm. The ground beneath your feet feels steady and kind. There is no rush here. There is no clock pushing you forward. There is no voice telling you that you are behind. Every step you take is gentle. Every breath you take brings you deeper into peace. You feel the world around you becoming softer, and you feel your own heart beginning to soften too. This garden is not outside of you. It is within you. It is the place inside your heart where peace has always lived. You may have forgotten it during busy days. You may have moved too quickly to feel it. You may have covered it with worry, pressure, fear, and the need to control, but it has never left you. This quiet place has been waiting for you, patiently, lovingly, without judgment. And now, as you breathe, you are returning to it. Walk slowly through this inner garden. Notice how nothing here is rushing. The flowers are not forcing themselves to bloom. The trees are not trying to grow faster. The sunlight is not fighting to shine. Everything is simply being. Everything is moving in its own perfect rhythm. And as you notice this, your body begins to understand something beautiful. You are also allowed to move in your own rhythm. You are also allowed to unfold in your own time. You are also allowed to be. Take another breath and let this truth enter you. You do not have to rush to become worthy. You do not have to hurry to be loved. You do not have to push yourself so hard to prove that you are doing enough. In this quiet garden, you are already enough. You are enough while you are breathing. You are enough while you are healing. You are enough while you are learning to slow down. You are enough before anything changes. There is a small path in front of you, and you follow it gently. With each step, you feel the pressure of the outside world falling away. The pressure to answer quickly, the pressure to know what comes next, the pressure to always be strong, the pressure to never make mistakes, the pressure to become better before you allow yourself peace. One by one, these pressures begin to loosen. They are not who you are. They are only weights you have carried for too long. Say softly, I am safe in this moment. Let the words move through your body. I am safe in this moment. You do not have to be safe forever in your mind. You do not have to solve every fear. You only have to let this one moment become softer. This moment is where peace begins. This moment is where your breath is. This moment is where life is touching you. This moment is enough to begin again. As you walk deeper into the garden, you notice a quiet bench beneath a tree. You sit down slowly. You feel supported. The earth holds you. The air moves gently around you. Your breath begins to slow without force. You are not trying to become peaceful. Peace is simply coming closer because you have stopped running away from it. This is the beauty of stillness. When you stop chasing peace, you begin to feel that it was already near. Place your hand on your heart. Feel the gentle beat inside your chest. This heart has carried you through so much. It has loved, it has hoped, it has been and hurt. It has kept going. It has opened again, even after disappointment. It has waited for you to return to it with kindness. So speak to your heart now as you would speak to someone you deeply love. Say, I am here with you. We do not have to rush anymore. Let those words be medicine. I am here with you. We do not have to rush anymore. Your heart may not believe it fully at first. That is all right. Sometimes the heart needs to hear love many times before it feels safe enough to rest. So say it again. I am here with you. We do not have to rush anymore. I will not leave you behind just to keep up with the world. I will move with you now. I will listen to you now. I will honor your need for peace. The garden becomes even quieter. You notice that your thoughts are still there, but they do not feel as loud. You notice that some worries may still pass through your mind, but you do not need to follow them. They are like leaves floating on a small stream. They come and they go. You do not need to grab each one. You do not need to study each one. You can let them pass. You can stay here, breathing, resting, allowing. This is how peace grows, not by forcing every thought to disappear, but by learning not to become every thought. A worry may pass through you, but it is not your whole self. A fear may rise, but it is not your truth. A memory may come, but it does not own this moment. You are the one who can breathe. You are the one who can return. You are the one who can place your hand on your heart and say, I choose peace now. In this quiet place, you begin to remember that peace is simple. It is not always dramatic. It is not always loud. Peace can be the soft feeling of your breath moving in and out. Peace can be the moment your shoulders drop. Peace can be the small space between one thought and the next. Peace can be the decision not to speak harshly to yourself. Peace can be the choice to move a little slower, even when the world is moving fast. Look around the garden again. Everything here teaches patience. The flowers do not compare themselves to one another. The tree does not ask why it is not taller by now. The grass does not hurry to become the forest. Each living thing trusts its own way, and you can trust your own way too. You do not need to compare your healing to someone else's healing. You do not need to compare your peace to someone else's peace. You are learning in the exact place where you are. Say softly, I trust my own rhythm. Let the words settle into you. I trust my own rhythm. My life has its own pace. My heart has its own timing. My healing has its own season. I do not need to force what is meant to unfold gently. I do not need to rush what is growing in sacred time. I can move slowly and still be moving forward. Now imagine a warm light beginning to shine above you. It is not too bright. It is soft and golden. It rests on the top of your head and moves slowly through your body. It touches your forehead, and the thoughts begin to soften. It touches your eyes, and you allow yourself to see life with more kindness. It touches your jaw, and the tightness begins to recede. Ease. It touches your throat, and the words you have held inside begin to feel safe. It touches your chest, and your heart opens a little more. This golden light moves into your stomach, where so much worry has lived. It says, you are safe to soften. It moves into your hands, where you have tried to hold so much. It says, you are safe to release. It moves into your legs and feet, where you have been trying to run through life. It says, you are safe to slow down. Feel this light reminding every part of you that peace is allowed now, not later, not after everything is perfect. Now. Take a breath and say, I receive peace now. You do not need to earn it. You receive it. You do not need to chase it. You receive it. You do not need to prove that you deserve it. You receive it because peace is your natural state. It is part of who you are, beneath the fear, beneath the hurry, beneath the pressure, beneath the old stories. Peace is already within you, and this quiet place is helping you remember. Stay in this garden for a little while longer. Let the silence hold you. Let the light comfort you. Let the breath guide you. Nothing is missing in this moment. Nothing needs to be forced. Nothing needs to be rushed. You are being invited to rest in the simple truth that life can be gentle with you, and you can be gentle with yourself. Before you leave this inner garden, place both hands over your heart. Say softly, "I can return to peace at any time." Let this become a promise. You can return when the day feels busy. You can return when fear rises. You can return when your mind moves too fast. You can return when you forget your own softness. This quiet place is not far away. It is as close as your next breath. Now imagine that you are holding something heavy in your hands. It may look like a large clock, or a heavy stone, or a bundle of old papers. It carries all the pressure you have placed on yourself. The pressure to be faster, the pressure to be better, the pressure to be further ahead, the pressure to have everything figured out, the pressure to heal quickly, decide quickly, succeed quickly, and become peaceful quickly. Feel the weight of it for a moment. You have carried this for so long. This weight may not have been visible to others, but your body has felt it. Your mind has felt it. Your heart has felt it. Every time you told yourself, "I should be further by now," you added to the weight. Every time you compared your path to someone else's, you added to the weight. Every time you said, "I cannot rest until everything is done," you added to the weight. Every time you believed that slowing down meant falling behind, you added to the weight. But now, in this quiet space, you are allowed to put it down. You do not need to carry time like a burden. You do not need to carry your future like a problem. You do not need to carry your healing like a race. Take a slow breath and gently place the weight down in front of you. You do not have to throw it away with anger. You do not have to fight it. Just set it down with love. Say, "I release the pressure to hurry." Feel what happens in your body when you say those words. "I release the pressure to hurry." Your hands become lighter. Your chest becomes softer. Your breath becomes deeper. The body begins to understand that it is no longer being pushed so hard. You are not giving up on your life. You are giving up the belief that fear must control your pace. You are not giving up on your dreams. You are giving up the need to reach them by hurting yourself. Say it again, slowly. "I release the pressure to hurry. I allow peace to come now." Peace does not need you to run toward it. Peace comes when you stop running away from yourself. Peace comes when you stop treating your own heart as something that must be fixed before it can be loved. Peace comes when you let yourself breathe in the middle of the unfinished parts of life. So many people carry a secret clock inside them. It says, "You are late." It says, "You should have done more by now." It says, "You should be stronger by now." It says, "You should be healed by now." It says, "You should know the answer by now." But this inner clock is not the voice of truth. It is the voice of fear. Your soul does not speak to you this way. Your soul does not shame you into growth. Your soul does not rush your becoming. Your soul speaks with patience. Your soul says, "You are unfolding. Keep breathing, keep trusting, keep returning." There is no peace in living by the clock of fear. Fear always says there is not enough time, not enough progress, not enough success, not enough love, not enough proof. Fear makes life feel like a race you can never win. But love says something different. Love says, there is enough time for this breath. Love says, there is enough grace for this moment. Love says, you are not behind your own soul. Love says, move gently and the way will open. Take a slow breath and imagine the heavy clock on the ground beginning to dissolve into light. The pressure begins to melt. The old demands begin to fade. The harsh words you have spoken to yourself begin to lose their power. Hurry up. Do more. Be better. Catch up. Do not rest. These words begin to dissolve. They are replaced by softer words. Breathe. Trust. Move gently. You are safe. You are enough. Peace is allowed now. Let these softer words enter your body. You may have lived with pressure for so long that peace feels unfamiliar. That is okay. Let it be new. Let it be strange. Let it arrive slowly. You do not need to understand it all at once. You only need to welcome it. A peaceful life begins with small permissions. Permission to pause, permission to rest, permission to not answer immediately, permission to not know yet, permission to grow at a human pace. Say softly, I give myself permission to slow down. Let this be a deep act of love. I give myself permission to slow down, not because I am lazy, not because I am weak, not because I do not care. I slow down because I do care. I care about my body. I care about my heart. I care about my peace. I care about the way I live, not only the things I finish. When you release the pressure to hurry, you begin to see life differently. You notice that not everything is urgent. You notice that some things can wait. You notice that some answers become clearer after rest. You notice that some doors open when you stop pushing on them. You notice that your body becomes wiser when it is not living in fear. You notice that life can still move forward even when you move gently. This does not mean you stop taking action. It means your action begins to come from a calmer place. You still do what needs to be done, but you do not turn yourself into a storm to do it. You still care for your life, but you do not punish yourself through the process. You still grow, but you do not shame yourself for needing time. You still walk forward, but you let each step include breath. There is a powerful difference between discipline and pressure. Discipline can be loving. It can help you show up for what matters. It can help you build a life that supports your soul. But pressure is different. Pressure says you are not enough unless you do more. Pressure says rest must be earned through exhaustion. Pressure says your worth depends on speed. Pressure makes the heart afraid. Love does not ask you to live this way. Let your new discipline be peace. Let your new practice be breath. Let your new strength be softness. Let your new success be living in a way that does not break your spirit. You can still dream. You can still create. You can still build. You can still become. But now, you do it with your heart included. You do it without leaving your body behind. You do it with breath, with trust, with kindness. Say, I can move forward without rushing. These words are important. I can move forward without rushing. Slow does not mean stuck. Gentle does not mean weak. Peaceful does not mean passive. You can move forward with calm steps. You can make changes without panic. You can build a beautiful life without treating yourself harshly. You can trust that what is meant for you does not require you to abandon yourself. Think about the times when rushing caused you more pain. Maybe you answered too quickly and wished you had paused. Maybe you said yes when your heart needed to say no. Maybe you made a choice from fear only to feel tired later. Maybe you pushed your body past its limit and called it strength. These moments are not here to shame you. They are here to teach you. They show you that peace needs space. Wisdom needs space. The heart needs space. Now think of a moment when you did pause. Maybe you took a breath before speaking. Maybe you waited before making a decision. Maybe you rested instead of forcing. Maybe you allowed yourself time to feel. In that pause, something different became possible. This is the gift of slowing down. It opens a space where your wiser self can enter. It gives love time to speak before fear takes control. The pressure to hurry often comes from not trusting life. We think everything depends on our effort alone. We think if we stop pushing, nothing good will happen. But life is not waiting for you to exhaust yourself before it helps you. Life is already moving. Life is already guiding. Life is already arranging moments, meetings, answers, and opening, as you cannot yet see. When you slow down, you do not stop life. You begin to move with life. Say softly, life supports me as I slow down. Feel the comfort of this thought. Life supports me as I slow down. The breath supports you. The ground supports you. The present moment supports you. Your inner wisdom supports you. The love within you supports you. You are not unsupported just because you are not rushing. In fact, you may feel support more clearly when you slow down enough to receive it. There may be people who do not understand your slower pace. They may expect quick answers, constant energy, or endless giving. But your peace is not something you need to explain to everyone. You are allowed to protect your pace. You are allowed to say, I need a moment. You are allowed to say, I will think about it. You are allowed to say, I cannot do that right now. You are allowed to choose peace without asking fear for permission. The pressure to hurry may return sometimes. It may rise in the morning. It may appear when you compare yourself to others. It may come when a problem feels big. It may whisper that you are falling behind. When it comes, do not panic. Do not fight it. Simply notice it and say, this is the old pressure. I do not have to obey it. Then breathe. Come back to your heart. Come back to the present. Come back to the truth. The truth is, you are allowed to live slowly enough to feel your own life. You are allowed to eat slowly enough to taste. Walk slowly enough to notice. Speak slowly enough to mean your words. Work slowly enough to stay connected to your body. Love slowly enough to be present. Heal slowly enough to be honest. Rest slowly enough to receive it. Life becomes deeper when you stop rushing through it. Imagine again that the heavy clock has fully dissolved. In its place, there is a soft golden light. This light does not push you. It guides you. It does not shout. It whispers. It says, one breath, one step, one moment. This is all you need right now. One breath, one step, one moment. When the mind wants to run far ahead, bring it back gently. When the heart feels heavy, place your hand there and breathe. When pressure rises, remember that you are not here to race through life. You are here to live it. Say softly, I release the need to rush. I allow peace to come now. Let this become your inner song. I release the need to rush. I allow peace to come now. The more you say it, the more your body begins to trust it. The more your body trusts it, the more peace can stay. The more peace stays, the more your life begins to change from the inside out. Before you answer, breathe. Before you decide, breathe. Before you worry, breathe. Before you rush into the next thing, breathe. Let your breath become the doorway back to peace. You do not need to wait until your mind is quiet to begin. You do not need to wait until the day is easy. You do not need to wait until you feel ready. Begin with one breath right where you are. This is how peace becomes part of your daily life. A peaceful life is not built only in special moments. It is built in small choices repeated with love. It is built when you wake up and choose not to begin the day by attacking yourself. It is built when you pause before looking at everything that needs to be done. It is built when you place your hand on your heart and remind yourself, I move slowly today. I trust life. I allow peace to guide me. These words can change the feeling of your whole morning. Each morning, before you step fully into the day, take a moment for your soul. Do not give the day your fear before you give it your breath. Do not hand your mind to worry before you have touched your heart. Place your hand over your chest and say, "Today I move at the pace of peace." Say it slowly. Today I move at the pace of peace. This does not mean the day will have no tasks. It means you will not let tasks steal your center. This does not mean no one will need you. It means you will not leave yourself while caring for life. The first moments of the morning are powerful. They are like seeds. If you plant hurry, the day may grow heavy. If you plant fear, the day may feel tight. But if you plant peace, even a busy day can hold softness. So plant peace early. Before the noise comes in, speak gently to yourself. Before you think of all that must be done, remember who you are. You are not only a worker. You are not only a helper. You are not only someone with duties. You are a living soul, and your peace matters. Say, "I welcome this day with a calm heart." Let the words be simple. I welcome this day with a calm heart. Maybe the heart is not fully calm yet. That is okay. You are not lying to yourself. You are guiding yourself. You are giving your heart a direction. You are saying, "This is the way we are walking today," not in panic, not in self-attack, not in fear. We are walking with breath. As the day begins, you may feel the old rush return. It may come as a tight feeling in your chest. It may come as fast thoughts. It may come as the need to do many things at once. It may come as the fear that there is not enough time. When this happens, pause. Take one breath. Ask yourself, what is the next loving step? Not the next 10 steps, not the whole plan, just the next loving step. This question brings you back to peace. The next loving step may be simple. Drink water, sit down, answer one message, take a short walk, say no, say yes, rest for 5 minutes. Begin one task slowly, ask for help, stop and breathe again. Peace often guides through simple steps. Fear makes everything feel urgent and complicated. Love brings you back to what is clear and kind. Before you speak, breathe. Words carry energy. When you speak from panic, your words may become sharp, even if your heart does not mean harm. When you speak from fear, you may say yes when you need to say no. When you speak from pressure, you may promise more than your body can hold. But one breath before speaking can help your words come from a truer place. It gives the heart time to join the mouth. Say, "My words can come from peace." Let this be a practice. My words can come from peace. This does not mean you never speak firmly. Peace does not mean silence when truth is needed. Peace does not mean pleasing everyone. Peace means your words are not ruled by panic. You can speak clearly and kindly. You can say no with love. You can ask for what you need without shame. You can express yourself without losing yourself. Before you decide, breathe. Decisions made from fear often carry the energy of fear into the result. Decisions made from pressure often create more pressure. But when you breathe before deciding, you invite wisdom. You give your body a chance to speak. You may notice if something feels open or tight. You may feel whether you are moving toward peace or away from yourself. The body often knows before the mind can explain. You do not need to rush every decision. Some choices need space. Some answers ripen slowly. Some truths become clear only after the mind stops forcing them. If you do not know yet, it is okay to say, "I need time." That sentence can be an act of peace. It can protect you from old patterns. It can give your wisdom room to rise. You are allowed to take time before giving your energy, your answer, your agreement, or your heart. Before you worry, breathe. Worry can feel like preparation, but often it is only fear repeating itself. The mind may believe that if it worries enough, it can prevent pain. But worry rarely brings true safety. It brings tension. It brings tiredness. It brings a feeling of living in problems that have not happened. Breath does not deny the future. Breath brings you back to the place where you have power, and your power is always here. Say, "I return to now." When worry pulls you forward, say it. "I return to now." When old pain pulls you backward, say it. "I return to now." When your mind creates 100 stories, say it. "I return to now." Now is where the breath is. Now is where your body can soften. Now is where the next step can be found. Now is where peace waits for you. Before you hurry, breathe. Ask yourself, am I being guided by love or pushed by fear? This question can change everything. If love is guiding you, your movement may feel clear, even if it is active. If fear is pushing you, your movement may feel tight, frantic, and harsh. You can still do what needs to be done, but you can change the energy behind it. You can say, "I will do this with breath. I will do this one step at a time. I will not abandon myself." Daily peace is not about removing every task from life. It is about bringing your soul back into the tasks. Wash your hands with attention. Drink your tea with gratitude. Walk from one room to another with breath. Listen to someone without planning your answer too quickly. Touch your heart when you feel rushed. Let small actions become small prayers. Peace does not need a perfect setting. Peace needs your presence. There is a simple practice you can carry through the whole day. Pause, breathe, soften, choose. Pause before the rush takes over. Breathe into the body. Soften the shoulders, the jaw, the hands, the belly. Choose the next step from a calmer place. Pause, breathe, soften, choose. This practice is easy to remember, and it can meet you anywhere. When you forget, begin again. Do not make forgetting a problem. The mind has practiced rushing for a long time. It will not always change in a day. Be patient. Every time you remember to breathe, you are building a new path. Every time you pause, you are teaching your body peace. Every time you soften, You are telling your heart it is safe to be here. The practice is not about being perfect. It is about returning. At night, before you sleep, breathe again. Let the day be complete. You may not have done everything. You may not have handled every moment perfectly. You may have rushed sometimes. You may have worried sometimes. You may have forgotten your peace. Still, you are allowed to rest. Rest is not only for perfect people. Rest is for living people. Rest is for healing people. Rest is for hearts that are learning. Place your hand on your heart and say, I did enough for today. I release the day with love. Let that be your evening blessing. I did enough for today. I release the day with love. If there were mistakes, let them become teachers, not weapons. If there were hard moments, let them be held in kindness. If there were small blessings, remember them. A gentle breath, a kind word, a moment of light, a chance to try again. Let gratitude close the day. You can also ask yourself 3 simple questions before sleep. Where did I slow down today? Where did I rush today? How can I meet tomorrow with more kindness? These questions are not for judgment. They are for awareness. Awareness helps you grow without shame. It helps you notice the old pattern and choose a new one. It helps you become a loving witness to your own life. The more you practice breathing before you move, the more natural peace becomes. At first, it may feel like something you must remember. Later, it begins to feel like home. The body starts to ask for the breath. The heart starts to trust the pause. The mind starts to understand that rushing is not the only way. You begin to live with more space inside you, and in that space, peace arrives more easily. Say softly, my breath brings me home. Let this be one of your daily anchors. My breath brings me home. When you feel lost in the day, breathe. When you feel pulled in many directions, breathe. When you feel the pressure to hurry, breathe. When you feel the old fear, breathe. Home is not far away. Home is in the breath. Home is in the heart. Home is in the moment where you stop running and return to yourself. You do not have to chase peace. You do not have to earn it. You do not have to become perfect before you are allowed to feel it. Peace is already within you, waiting beneath the noise. It is beneath the rushing thoughts. It is beneath the fear that says you are behind. It is beneath the pressure to do more, fix more, prove more, and become more. Peace has not left you. You have only been moving too fast to feel it. Slow down, my dear. Breathe now. Let the breath remind you that life is not asking you to rush. Life is asking you to trust. Life is not asking you to carry every answer today. Life is asking you to take one gentle step. Life is not asking you to force yourself into healing. Life is asking you to open to the healing that is already moving within you. Say softly, I slow down. I breathe now. Peace arrives in this moment. Let the words become simple and true. I slow down. I breathe now. Peace arrives in this moment. You may feel only a little peace at first. That is enough. A little peace is still peace. A small opening is still an opening. One soft breath is still a beginning. The mind may try to say, but there is still so much to do. Let the mind speak and then breathe. Yes, there may be things to do. Yes, there may be choices to make. Yes, there may be healing still unfolding, but peace is allowed to be here too. Peace does not need to wait outside your life until everything is done. Peace can sit beside you while you work. Peace can walk with you while you grow. Peace can hold your hand while you face the unknown. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are a soul learning to live with more love. You are a heart learning to trust again. You are a body learning that it does not need to stay tight forever. You are a mind learning that not every thought must be followed. You are a whole being returning to the truth that softness is safe. Let this truth settle into you. You do not need to run to deserve good. You do not need to hurry to prove your worth. You do not need to carry fear as proof that you care. You can care deeply and still be peaceful. You can have dreams and still move gently. You can be responsible and still breathe. You can be strong and still rest. Peace is not far away. Peace is in the pause before your next breath. Peace is in the warmth of your hand on your heart. Peace is in the moment you choose not to speak unkindly to yourself. Peace is in the decision to stop rushing through your own life. Peace is in the gentle thought, I am safe enough to slow down. Peace is in the quiet trust that one step is enough for now. You may have spent years believing that peace would come later. Later, when you were ready. Later, when you were better. Later, when life looked the way you wanted. Later, when everyone understood. Later, when every problem was gone. But peace is not only for later. Peace is for now. Peace is for this breath. Peace is for this body. Peace is for this imperfect, unfinished, sacred moment. Say, I allow peace now, not tomorrow, not someday, now. I allow peace now. Let this sentence be a door opening inside you. You do not have to push it open. You do not have to break it down. Just allow. Let peace enter quietly. Let it touch the tired places. Let it soften the old fear. Let it remind you that you are safe to be gentle with yourself. There is nothing more beautiful than a heart that stops fighting itself. A heart that says, I am learning. A heart that says, I can begin again. A heart that says, I do not have to rush anymore. This kind of heart becomes a home for peace. It becomes a place where life can move gently. It becomes a place where love can grow. As you move through your day, remember this simple truth. The slower you move, the faster peace arrives. Not because slowness controls peace, but because slowness creates space for peace to be felt. When you slow your breath, you hear your heart. When you slow your steps, you notice life. When you slow your thoughts, wisdom can rise. When you slow your reaction, love can speak. When you slow your inner rushing, peace can finally reach you. You do not have to change your whole life today. Begin with one breath. Begin with one pause. Begin with one kind sentence. Begin with one moment where you refuse to rush yourself. Begin with one gentle hand on your heart. Begin where you are. Peace does not need a perfect beginning. Peace only needs an opening. Say softly, I move slowly and I am still becoming. Let this be a blessing. I move slowly and I am still becoming. I rest and I am still worthy. I pause and I am still growing. I breathe and I am still guided. I slow down and life still supports me. These words can help you build a new way of living. The old way said, hurry or you will fall behind. The new way says, breathe and you will come home. The old way said, do more to be enough. The new way says, you are enough and you can move from love. The old way said, peace comes after everything is controlled. The new way says, peace comes when you stop trying to control everything. The old way said, push harder. The new way says, soften deeper. Choose the new way, one breath at a time. You do not need to choose it perfectly. You only need to return to it often. Every return matters. Every pause matters. Every soft breath matters. Every time you slow down instead of rushing from fear, you are changing the path inside you. You are teaching yourself that peace is safe. You are teaching your body that life can be gentle. You are teaching your heart that it will not be left behind. Let the past be at peace. Let the future unfold in its own time. Let this moment be enough. You are here. You are breathing. You are learning to live at the pace of peace. And that is a beautiful beginning. Take one more slow breath. Let it move through you like a blessing. Inhale gently. Exhale softly. Feel how simple it is to return. You do not need to travel far. You do not need to become someone else. You do not need to fix every part of your life before peace can touch you. Peace is here, waiting in the breath, waiting in the pause, waiting in the soft place inside your heart. The faster you chase peace, the more tired you become. But the moment you slow down, peace begins to move toward you. It comes through your breath. It comes through your body. It comes through the quiet choice to stop pushing yourself so hard. It comes when you no longer treat life like a race. It comes when you remember that you are not behind. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are being guided one gentle step at a time. Let your body hear this clearly. You are safe enough to slow down. You are safe enough to breathe. You are safe enough to release the pressure to hurry. You are safe enough to move at the pace of peace. You do not have to earn rest by becoming exhausted. You do not have to earn love by proving yourself. You do not have to earn peace by solving everything. Peace is already part of you. Place your hand on your heart and whisper, I am here. I am safe. I can breathe. Let these words become your home. I am here. I am safe. I can breathe. When the world feels loud, return to them. When your thoughts move fast, return to them. When fear tells you to hurry, return to them. They will bring you back to the only moment where peace can be found. This moment, this breath, this now. From this day forward, let your breath become your guide. Before you answer, breathe. Before you decide, breathe. Before you worry, breathe. Before you rush, breathe. Let the breath remind you that you have time to be kind to yourself. You have time to listen. You have time to soften. You have time to choose from love instead of fear. You may still have things to do. You may still have dreams to follow. You may still have healing to allow. But you can carry all of it differently now. You can carry it with softer hands. You can carry it with a calmer heart. You can carry it without turning your life into a race. You can move forward without rushing. You can grow without forcing. You can become without abandoning yourself. Say softly, I slow down and peace finds me. Again, I slow down and peace finds me. Let this be the truth you return to. Let it be the light you carry into your day. Let it be the gentle voice that meets you when pressure rises. Let it remind you that peace does not arrive because you run faster. Peace arrives because you finally give it room. Everything does not need to be finished before you rest. Everything does not need to be clear before you trust. Everything does not need to be perfect before you breathe. This moment is enough to begin. This breath is enough to open the door. This quiet return to yourself is enough. Breathe now, my dear. Move gently. Trust life. Let peace arrive.